Welcome back, everybody. So with WrestleMania right around the corner, I thought it's a good opportunity for me to do my predictions, and you can let me know in the comment section exactly how wrong I am. So I've got a note here of the 11 matches on the card, and I'm just going to go through it and just predict it. And yes, let's get straight into it. First, this is a 6-woman tag. It's of course Damage Control versus Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Bianca Belair. Now, if you watched my predictions for Elimination Chamber, I predicted that Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair will do something together as a team at WrestleMania, and that was a long time ago. I predicted it then already, and my prediction came true. But I think this one is easy. Damage Control is taking the L. It's Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi going over. Jade Cargill's they need to keep her strong, and Belair is one of the best females on the roster at the moment. Next is Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. I think I'm going to give it to the old school and give it to Rey and Dragon Lee. This is just my opinion. I don't really have a vested interest in this match. Next is the 6-pack challenge for the tag team championships. It's Judgment Day, a couple of other teams. I think Judgment Day, they're going over, but I would love it if Miz and R-Truth gets the belts. But I do think it's going to be, maybe R-Truth can somehow cost the Judgment Day the championships, but I do think they're going to keep Judgment Day strong. Next is Gunther versus Sami Zayn. I don't think there's any way Sami Zayn is taking this match. I think it's Gunther all the way, and that's my prediction. Next, Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley. Now, I read recently that Becky Lynch's contract is coming up, and she hasn't renewed yet as of time of recording. So I do think, not just because of that, I do think Rhea Ripley's going over. I do think they're going to pivot into a Rhea Ripley Liv Morgan story. I think that makes more sense, but that's just my opinion. Next is Bloodline versus, The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins for either Bloodline is banned or Bloodline rules. And I think that there's going to be some shenanigans. I think Rock and Roman is going over, and maybe some distension amongst the troops with, later in my predictions you'll see why, some distension amongst the troops, dissension amongst the troops with Seth and Cody, and you'll see later in my predictions why I say that. But I think the Bloodline is going over. Night 2, Lashley and the Street Profits versus the Final Testament. Who really cares about this match? If you care about this match, let me know in the comment section. But I do think Final Testament needs to win a little bit more than Lashley and the Street Profits. That's just my opinion. So I think the Final Testament is going over. I do think Karrion Kross can be built to become a main event star, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Triple H did treat him with a lot more respect down in NXT. Next match, Logan Paul versus Randy and KO for the United States Championship. I would love it if KO goes over, but I do think WWE is going to keep the belt on Logan Paul. Next match is the Women's Royal Rumble winner, Bayley versus Io, and I think this is actually on the entire card, 11 matches. I think this is the easiest one to predict. Bayley is going over. I've got basically no doubt that Bayley's going over. Next match, Seth versus Drew. I think Drew is winning it, and maybe, just maybe, we see Damian Priest cash in, but that's beside the point. I do think Drew is winning. And then lastly, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. I think it's time Cody finishes the story, and Reigns is going to step out of the light for a little bit. And remember when I spoke about the dissension amongst the troops? Seth, after the match, I think Cody's winning. That's my prediction. But what I would like to see is Seth after the match attacking Cody, and Seth turning heel, and they pivot into because Seth dropped the strap now to Drew or Damian Priest, whatever you want there, and then it can be Cody and Seth working as heel, Cody working as face for the World Championship feud. That's what I think is going to happen. But let me know in the comment section what your predictions are, and let's see how right I am. Until next time, peace. This is future me. As I was editing this video, I kind of saw that I forgot about the AJ Styles and LA Knight match, and I also forgot about the Jimmy and Jay Uso match. I'm terribly sorry about that, guys. Jimmy Jay, again, like I said in a previous video, depends on what's happening with the Cody Roman match, but I do think Jimmy's going over. He needs it a bit more than Jay. And then lastly, LA Knight, AJ Styles. LA Knight should absolutely go over. I'm sorry about that, guys. Hope you still enjoy the video. Peace.